Yo, what the fuck is up? Welcome back to Nate Sunday Sesh. It's your boy Nate.
It's your boy Deej.
And we back. And today, we have a very special one for you. Before we start, I want to say, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe because 95% of y'all ain't subscribed. And we would love it if you would subscribe.
And why not? Just shoot us that little subscribe button on Apple Podcasts, you know? Get really up to date when you're just listening in your car, you know?
Yeah, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Follow us on Instagram if you want to. But
yeah, music gets boring as fuck sometimes, so listen to our stupid asses talk.
It would be much appreciated if you would follow us on all of our outlets. First thing that we want to talk about today is new evidence in the Kristin Smart case.
All right, so basically, everyone probably knows this from Facebook, and it's been really blasted all over a lot of news outlets, but there has been a new search warrant issued for the Kristin Smart case.
4, actually.
Yeah, 4 different separate locations. The 2 obvious ones, the 2 in Arroyo Grande, Paul Flores' dad's house, and the mom's residence. The other 2 were actually the residence that Paul Flores is currently living in LA. I think it's San Benito area.
I think it's San Diego.
Yeah, San Benito.
Isn't that? Let me see.
It's down
What's
there.
San Benito? I don't know that.
It's down there. But basically, that was the 3rd one. And the 4th one was in Washington, and I believe it's the sister's house. If I'm mistaken, don't judge me. Rough look into it.
Yeah, I don't know what house that is, but that's in Washington State, I believe.
Yeah. Basically, before these search warrants were issued, I don't know if you watched the Chris Lambert podcast with us and or listened to his most recent podcast, but the sheriff's office found the 2 trucks involved with the incident that they said were stolen and or traded in to a dealership, both in Washington, and rumor has it they were both found on the sister's property.
So that's pretty insane. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, to be honest, that they were just stashing them in line the whole time, but they're fucked, right? Like, straight up.
We are so good, not myself, but the operations of police enforcement and law enforcement are so good at getting minuscule amounts of DNA and trace evidence on things now that if that truck, I know it's probably been washed, sit there dirty, if there's a speck of anything, FBI has this thing in a room getting like crystallized and frozen and all that shit to preserve whatever's in there, and probably
not frozen, but
you know what I mean, like just basically
they analyze it. They find like the DNA, like
they analyze the shit out of it, and it's probably gonna be something tucked underneath, like where the bed overlaps. There's typically a piece of metal right there, and I bet they're gonna find something in there or something.
It's probably
crazy.
The bed liner, dude. It's something about the bed liner, because they were even asking in 97 in the deposition about getting a new bed liner and shit.
Yeah. So
they're trying to figure out if her body was ever put in the back or inside of the cab of the truck, and if her DNA ever touched there. Chris said in the podcast that the TikTok, literally that's what he said. And then like 2 days ago, or I guess it was yesterday, because it was Wednesday morning and today's Thursday. They were recording the podcast, and he literally posted a alarm clock going off, like the alarm going off, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
I definitely think 2020 is the year that this case gets finalized.
He's done. Paul Flores is done.
I think they have enough now to incriminate him with the murder of Kristin Smart.
They had him detained for a short second, but
it was just to keep him so he wasn't trying to, I think, mess with whatever evidence they were trying to get. But basically, we saw pictures from the local Facebook group, the Slowco News. They basically picked up a couple computers from the mom's house.
Computers, a bin of like clothes, iPads, phones,
a bunch of things. Probably they're probably trying to get things that were deleted or talked about through each other about the situation. It's interesting because
how much do you think they still even have? Because that was 96, bro. Like, you've covered so much up. So are these search warrants like are they even gonna do anything at this point? Like,
definitely, I'm calling definitely.
I think if anything, the trucks is the biggest thing, and like maybe stuff in the backyard that they were able to do or something this
I don't
time
think they did
around.
anything in the backyard. I really don't. I think they've
Yeah,
gotten,
why didn't they? Like, so they just really think she's not underneath the concrete, or
she's gone. Like Chris said, dude, I don't think we talked to Chris off air. We really don't think that anything's back there besides maybe personal items and or DNA from her possibly being there and or other things being there. And that's why the dogs detected the scent of it when in the podcast when they talked about the cadaver dogs coming over and sniffing it.
Interesting.
But I do think, bro, they had to get enough to issue another search warrant. There's so much going beneath the scenes. I think we're getting the fingernail of the whole body. We're getting like a little crumb of the piece of bread, bro. Like I don't think we know very minuscule about what's going on, and I think once it's all finished up, we're gonna shit our brains out with how much they really were doing.
Yeah, I bet you they like he's either super fucked and they have all this shit and this was just the cherry on top, or like they don't have anything at all. To be honest,
definitely, I definitely think this is getting solved 2020. Quote me. I don't know when, but definitely 2020.
And I definitely think they have a shit ton, and this is the cherry on top. And Paul Flores is gone. That's kind of layman's terms, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm kind of glad too, to be honest. I think it's about time they got another search warrant. I wonder on what means they got another search warrant, because to get a search warrant for, especially for all four, you have to have like a reason to get the warrant.
And the crazy part is, in the warrant, they couldn't say because of the high.
It's sealed. Sealed because it's an ongoing case or whatever.
It was sealed because, ongoing case and the popularity surrounding the case because of the podcast. They really just said that was basically the gist of the search warrant, and they said that's all they could leave it at. But FBI was there, Sheriff's Department was there, obviously the PD of the local area. But just seeing the FBI there, they're there, dude. They're aware of what's going on, obviously, and I definitely see a resolution coming real soon. Every single residence too. Yeah, definitely. And it's cool that it kind of happened recently. On the 1st of February, there was a Kristin Smart vigil, and downtown Slow area, I think at one of the parks, kind of I think by Ben's Franklin's subs right there at that park, and it's cool to see it kind of happen after that and how things transpired. Yeah, that's dope. I definitely think it's cool that we're getting resolved for this finally. Definitely. I think resolutions definitely happen 2020. Moving on to some more local stuff. I think we've kind of talked about that enough. Local police in Paso, this is local for us at least, are looking for a gas station's armed robbery suspect from Spirit gas station on Spring Street. And to be honest, that's the wackest fucking gas station to rob. Yeah, if you guys know where this is diagonal from the Smart and Final, right by Domino's, on the other side of the fairgrounds over there, basically. And what Nathan was gonna say, I kind of stopped him, but this is the weakest gas station you could rob. It's honestly whack. Like, I don't know. It's like there's so many other gas stations here that are like, there's VP that's literally like a block down the road or whatever. Yeah, you could have grabbed hella expensive bottles and stuff like that. You shouldn't steal from a store, period, in 2020 because they have $30 video cameras on Amazon, but like, you're fucked either way. This is probably someone we know. That's the worst part about this. I think it's someone that worked there at one point in time, because why would you go such late at night? They probably know the money scheme that's going down there, Maybe. So I definitely think homie did a dumbass move, obviously, for stealing, but to steal from that place out of all stores in Paso, big way. Super whack. Big way. This next one's kind of gnarly. Tobin James, winemaker, accused of shooting neighbors' tires. Yeah, bro. So basically, I thought it was the owner. So it's not the owner. It's a winemaker. No, it's the owner. It's the owner, basically. So there's always Tobin James Shummerk is facing felony charges. So yeah, he's the owner. Yeah. So basically, what happens is there's a feud that's been going on for a couple of years now from a neighbor that lives, I think, across the way or some close by him, and basically, I guess the owner was fed up and shot homie's tires. The little note in here is this guy is not the greatest human being in the world. I think since April of 2019, he's been arrested 18 times.
The neighbor?
Yeah, and Gabriel Canada is his name.
Yeah, 41. Justifiable in self-defense.
But homeboy shot out his damn tire on his golf cart.
That's hilarious. That's got to be like a... Is that attempted murder at that point?
That's why it's a felony charge, I think.
Felony charge, but for what? Shooting at an occupied motor vehicle and vandalism. There it is. And misdemeanor charge of hit and run driving. So he smacked into the fucking... How is that a hit and run if you're fucking shooting it?
He probably dipped after. He hit it, and he probably just dipped and just went away, and then that's when homeboy probably called the cops. Because this is the thing, from what I read, it was just, this is an ongoing thing that's always happening between these guys.
Yeah, that's kind of gnarly. I mean, if I had a feud with the neighbor, I wouldn't fucking get the
blammer.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's so 0 to 100. Like, what the hell? Like, there's so many things you can do before you get a fucking shotgun.
Yeah, I want to know what homeboy's done to piss him off to the point where he has to pull out a gun. I want to see the previous instances or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. I want to see like what he did to deserve it.
Yeah, I want to know what's the build up basically. But yeah, fucked up, dude. In the sense of just neighbor feuds, that's kind of stupid. You're supposed to be kind of close to your neighbors. They're close by your property, your home, or
it said he harassed. It said he harassed customers. So I'd be pissed too, especially if you have a big ass winery like that.
Yeah, maybe he owns like a little winery or something. We don't know all the details, obviously, but
yeah. Paso Robles. Just moving on from that. I don't know. I feel like we lag on topic sometimes. So
we like to just ramble a little bit.
I get random transitions whenever I just hard transition like that. So,
but this one's pretty cool. It's Paso Robles first.
Okay, so it's Paso Robles' first beer garden, but what the fuck is a beer garden?
A beer garden is an open like area. So I think Barrel House is almost Templeton. I think it's pretty close to Templeton, but it's like an area where they serve beer, and you're mainly outside.
That's a beer garden.
Yeah, and you can go to the different areas and get different types of beers. What I was picking up from it, and they're also like incorporating a family aspect to it too, like having a little kids section as well.
Like there's so many fucking places you can go and drink beer in this town. Like what is a beer garden?
I do definitely think they try to steal Barrel House's swag with it.
No, for sure.
And definitely
people try to steal Barrel House's swag and Firestone swag all the time.
Definitely. I mean, but I feel like this one's operated in the sense is not loaned to a specific brewery. I think they're just gonna have a whole bunch of beers on tap, like Blast and Brew down the street. I think it's going to be like that, Barrel House vibe. All those C trains are actually little compartments for you to chill in. Like and there's going to be a bar in there, yeah.
Food? Is there like real food?
I don't know about food. I didn't read up on food, but I think it's mainly just beer in a chill spot. I definitely just think they swag jacked.
It says gourmet street fair food options will be open for lunch and dinner. Smash burgers, lobster rolls, and lobster mac and cheese.
Definitely.
Bro, that fucking is gas. That sounds so gas. I'm down. I turned 21 in fucking what? 12 days?
Yeah. It's going to be fire. We don't have to drive all the way to Templeton anymore to do something like that.
4 days after it opens, which I'll be out of town anyway whenever it opens, so.
But we'll definitely hit that up and maybe do a little vlog on it, you know?
That'd be tight.
That'd be super tight.
On
to the next one. This one's kind of gnarly.
Which one?
So basically, Slow City, not county, Slow City Council approves the ban of e-cigarette products. So I read this article, bro, and yes, it's the ban of e-cig products, non-regulated by the FDA. So if there's anything FDA approved, it's still okay.
FDA approved, so that means nothing then. So basically, they just banned fake products.
Basically, fake products because they're trying to get rid of the aspect of shittily made products, like
well, no shit. Like ones. I guess So what's a non-FDA approved product? Are they talking about like the sketchy e-liquids that are in some vape shops? Or?
I think so. I think the bootleg ones, I think they're all gonna have to be verified now. I think they can't buy them they have to be probably trusted vendors and go through all the loops, just like kind of like weed is. You know, there's
Damn,
probably the black
and that's
market.
only affects the city.
That city, yeah. It's just slow city. Because I think they also did the ordinance of no smoking on the streets, vaping on the streets.
That's been a while. It's always been no smoking for a while, but people do it anyway. Like I see people vape all the time.
I vape all the time.
So,
Puff bar life.
That's weird as fuck. I wonder what vape products aren't FDA approved. Like, isn't that FDA approved, and isn't like a Juul FDA approved?
Yeah, because I think they all jump through the right hoops and they're pretty big and branded. I think it's mainly the e-cigarette products that are like the liquids, and I don't know, bro. They didn't give me a full-on list of what it was in the news article. But
there's an article on Reddit saying, "What's the verdict on the Puff Bar disposable e-cigs? Love the flavor and design and everything, but I saw a video where a guy breaks apart and opens up to one to find it's poorly made and deems it unsafe for human consumption. Claims the coil can potentially become contaminated with aluminum shavings from the casing and such. Is the guy being too critical on the system design, or is he right?"
You got the one from China.
YouTube video.
You probably got the fake one from China. Bro, I was just watching that documentary. Shit, I'm gonna forget it. It's like Banned. It's about like the Juul epidemic, the fake makeup epidemic, and
it says it seems like an explosion waiting to happen because they crush them in the landfill.
It ain't gonna explode on me, but it is kind of dying now that I'm hitting it. The juice is going away, but I think it's a good idea. I don't see the problem with it. I'd rather it be regulated than not be regulated.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to be affected. Like, you should go to a smoke shop and see what happens.
Yeah, we should go now. This applies in 90 days. We should go now and then see how bad it is afterwards.
Oh, so this is what, like March something?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it said 90 days. They just voted on it 5-0. City council members.
So they basically get a chance to sell out all their shit and not order it again.
Yep.
At least they don't do it cold turkey. That'd be fucked if they were like, "Oh, your shit's fucked. Like, get rid of your stock. It doesn't matter. We don't care."
So then what? You sell glass pieces and smoking accessories and cigarettes?
By the way, I heard that you could fucking buy a glass piece without being 21 because it's not tobacco.
What? I don't think it's a tobacco smoking accessory. I think
someone told me that, and I didn't ever go try. I didn't
well, it's about to change now for you. It's not gonna ever matter again.
Yeah, fuck. It's so gay that they took that away, though. Anyway.
Yeah, the 18. I mean, it makes sense, but it's like someone can go to war for you at the age of like 17. You know.
Yeah.
But they can't have a beer, smoke a cigarette with everyone that's around them.
Yeah.
But they can in that country, which is kind of funny. If they go to a different country,
yeah,
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I feel that. Let's move on to the last local topic that we have, and this one's pretty interesting, just considering that it's about music too. Mid-State Fair announces the main stage and free concerts for summer 2020.
I'm excited about this.
This kind of
I like to see this dumb shit.
This kind of fucking irks me though, because I know it's like a country oriented thing, but they need to start like implementing more mainstream shit. Like, I don't even care if it's pop. Like, they need to do something like that.
They didn't. I don't know. There'll probably be later they introduce the pop artist, but
there's nothing.
The main 2 or 3 is Eric Church, and
they have the Pentatonics or whatever is a fucking a cappella group. I'm pretty sure.
They look goofy as fuck, and Carrie Underwood's going. And Dan and Shay.
Blue Oyster Cult.
That's dope. That would be tight.
That
would be super. Uncle Cracker. That would be tight.
What the fuck? So some of these are so random. Like,
bro, they're always random. And then you
how much bread?
Then you look them up. Then you look them up and you see that one song that you're like, oh shit, okay, that kind of makes sense.
How much bread is it to book somebody for those artists? Like, how much bread do you think the Mid-State Fair has to spend? I should say.
A lot. A fuck ton.
Like
probably,
how much?
They probably get.
Because think about it. Like most rappers, like a big rapper, like DaBaby, No, DaBaby gets like
No.
$750 a show.
All right, I'm saying maybe $750 to $1 million.
All of these people.
No. Blue Oyster Cult's been here a lot, so I'm guessing they get like 35. Carrie Underwood gets the 75.
There's no way this acapella group. Let me look this up.
250.
I'm kind of talking shit, but I'm almost guaranteeing you this is an acapella group, and that's fucking wild. If they're gonna bring this,
It's the wave right now. Acapella is a big deal for some people. Are they
acapella? Yep, acapella. What the fuck? You're gonna have an acapella group, but no like mainstream anything.
There's a lot of dates missing, bud. There's only what 9 people in there. The fair is 14 days, so I mean you're still missing 5 days worth of people. And I think one's coming. They're kind of like they're like a festival. They're basically kind of holding off probably until it gets closer and make sure the payment's finalized and the date.
Here we go. Daily schedule. What the fuck? Why doesn't it just show me like I have to like click through every day? This is stupid. Oh, and then I click on the day and it says daily schedule coming through. Fuck you, Mid-State Fair. That's my take.
I'm just starting to get drunk.
I'll be 21 this year, and so will Allie. So
yeah, dude,
we'll be able to waste money with you.
It's my best friend's Christmas. It's my best friend's Christmas.
Oh Jesus!
Shout out to T Rose.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
We gotta take our picture in front of the sign again, bud. If you're listening.
Yeah, I feel you.
But it's one of those things. I think it's like a festival thing. They're gonna drop them when the date gets closer, and then have it sell out just that much faster because of who it is.
Yeah.
I think these are some of the bigger names, definitely, but I think there's probably 1 or 2 more bangers left.
Maybe. We'll fucking see. If it's not someone that's not country, or, I mean, they can have country artists. It's the Mid-State Fair. I mean, what am I saying? But what I'm saying, like, they just need to introduce something else. Like, it's getting old after a while to me. I mean, I'm sure every other, like, fucking,
that's what it's always been, buddy. You just have your opinion.
The old whites.
You have had your opinion. You have your opinion, but that's just the Mid-State Fair is the Mid-State Fair, and that's the way it's always going to be. It's never going to change. And they barely change the rides. They barely change the food. They barely change what's going on there. It's always the same animals. It's always the same displays, floral. It's always exactly the fucking same. The booths are the same. It's the same people there every week. They got the photo booths out there every single
carnies.
time. Same carnies. They're just going around through the year making their shit happen, bro, you know?
Yeah, fuck. I don't know how excited I am for that.
Yeah. I'm just excited just to go there and just see the shit that happens when it goes on. It's just funny to see the shit.
Yeah, the drama and everything. People booking it from the cops.
We watched, it was funny to be there Cardi B night because it was like all this hyped up. We brought all these gang tours. Or gang task members.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that was low-key so fucked up, and I feel like that was some like racial bias too, that they brought all these fucking strong ass police force dudes for all these dudes who they thought were gonna show up, and in essence it was just like a bunch of normal fucking people.
Yeah, and it was just funny that she only lasted like 38 minutes.
Yeah, it was like the shortest fucking concert ever.
On top of it.
It's so stupid.
On to the next. This one's kind of gnarly.
Yeah, this is a lot more morbid.
This one's a little morbid. As everyone knows, the coronavirus is a huge thing right now. Everyone's freaking out. It's declared a whatever national emergency by I don't even know the people, but
the united fucking people of these everybody
nuts.
Who knows shit because we don't.
But the doctor who found it died.
Yeah, one of the first doctors to sound the alarm about the novel coronavirus amidst a government campaign to silence him has died after a fight with the disease. This is why the Chinese are fucking shady. I mean, I love Chinese people and I love Chinese food as far as a race, but the Chinese government are some shiesty motherfuckers when it comes to shit like this.
Yeah, it's been known for population control, and I do think this is for
population control. You think they released it into the environment, delivered it?
You should see the conspiracy theories. The market that they think it all started from is 8 miles away from.
Yeah, I saw
facility that had it or something crazy like that.
It's a facility that's known to study and create like super deadly viruses and pathogens. So like
Yeah, and it was, I think it was discovered in the bat because they eat some weird shit over there sometimes.
yeah, what the fuck?
It was discovered in the
Who
bats.
eats a bat? Like
They make soup out of weird shit, bro. It's not.
I
it's
think
just not our
it was
culture,
skewers. I think it was
like meat,
I
like
saw
rawhide.
nah, like a fucking
Rawhide.
like a bat, like how you roast a fucking
Like you flip it with the
like how
the
you roast a
peppers
hog,
and shit.
like how they roast a hog with
The same
fucking
shit.
with like full, and
I
it's
heard
like,
it tastes like chicken though.
a bat.
Yeah,
Fuck no, it doesn't taste like chicken.
it's like alligator. It tastes like chicken too.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy. I'm
But-
not trying to bat.
But watch out for the coronavirus out there. Number one preventive way.
11 people in the USA have it.
Dude, there's actually, I just saw on when I clicked on this, there's 2 cases up north, 100 miles from us that were just discovered.
Up north. 2 cases. So that wouldn't make. Is that 2 more additional?
I
or
don't
is
know.
that part
I
of
don't
the
know
11?
when the date yours was, but that was just like recently. Excuse me.
I saw that like 2 days ago. It said like 11 people in the United States have it,
Yeah.
and it was like in Seattle.
Fuck you, dude. Don't yell on the podcast, bro.
Fuck you. It's late boy hours.
But basically, wash your hands, cough in your fucking shoulder,
Don't
sneeze
be
in
a-
your shoulder like a fucking human being, not in your hands.
Yeah, don't be a dirty bitch.
And basically just be clean, bro. That's the number one way to not get the coronavirus. Next thing, though, fuck that.
Man arrested for possessing pot and lights up joint in courtroom.
Did you see this? He basically...
This is legendary, to be
Bro.
honest. He's protesting for federally legal marijuana, I think, and he just fucking
Yeah.
lights up a joint and knows he's gonna get arrested, and then
Again.
cheeses. He
Again.
fucking have you seen the
mugshot? Yeah, he's just goofing.
cheesing like he
He's
knew
big
he
new
knew
boot
he was
goofing,
going to
dude.
jail for that shit.
New boot goofing on that picture, but yeah, basically he was there discussing his incidents with pot, and the second he addressed the judge, brought out the joint, and he had a match, so he just lit a match because it didn't go through the detector, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sparked it. Only got like 2 puffs in, but homie made news and shit.
How does that help advocation?
Just a stoner thought, you know, and the publicity behind it. I'm voting for Bernie, bruh. For day one, he says he's legalizing all 50 states.
Is he? So that's federal. He's doing it on a federal level. It's no longer
Uh-huh.
going to be a federal crime.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight. I mean, I don't
Shout out
know.
to
Bernie has.
Bern.
I don't know if I'm gonna vote for Bernie. Bernie has some fucking crazy views about like giving people like a bunch of free shit as far as welfare
Yeah,
and stuff
like
goes.
handouts and shit. I know, but
Andrew
Mm.
Yang has a bunch of good ideas, but then he also has a bunch of ideas that I think are like super left field too. I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna vote for. I don't think I'm gonna vote for anybody.
Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Nah.
Fuck Trump just because he's like I think
He's a weird dude.
I think Trump is either on amphetamines or clinically insane at this point, and they're just using him as a puppet in office. To be straight up with you,
Definitely, but I mean, you look at his numbers. He puts out. He does what he says, bro, and I feel like we needed that. From
he
our
does
president.
he has made the economy way better, which is bad because that's why people keep voting for him, who aren't like,
Fuck you, dude.
who aren't like I know fuck me, who aren't like super crazy about him. That's why people vote for him like in silence. That's why most people vote for him is because he has a great economy. That's
Definitely.
why most business owners and people like hardworking people like him too.
Definitely.
But it's I don't know. It's one of those things like I think he's literally fucking clinically insane, to be honest. Like when it comes down to certain things and when you hear him talk.
This Twitter burst and shit.
Yeah.
You see his tweet about the Super Bowl? How everyone's roasting him because he said this great city of Kansas, or great state of Kansas.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Oh man, poor guy. But this one's pretty dope. Local to us on the West Coast out here, In-N-Out is now selling shoes with the iconic palm tree logo. So basically, if you have ever seen the cup of an In-N-Out cup, has the red stripes with the trees up top. They're basically selling slip-on shoes now of the new logo, or not the new, but the logo, the In-N-Out on there.
The cup design.
Yeah.
So like it has like the palm trees and the squiggly lines. These are gonna be like a fucking rare item in like 10
It's
years.
gonna be hype beast for sure.
Rags to Riches is gonna have these in like 15, and they're gonna be worth some.
Definitely, I think they're cool though. I don't know if I would cop. I'm not.
Do you
huge
buy them
slip-on
from
fan.
In-N-Out, or is it like a fucking StockX thing?
I didn't look into that. Just kind of popped it in. I just thought it was cool as fuck. They look cool. I'm just not a slip-on guy.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. They're kind of just like jacket Vans too.
A little bit. Everyone has the thing about Levi's. I think
Yeah,
about
those are some ugly ass Vans. Like, or they look like Vans, but how do you fuck them up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just because they had to put their own twist on it, so they didn't have copyright issues.
Yeah, I feel that. Let's go into sports because this is like really what we want to fucking talk about, and we already kind of touched on it a little bit.
A lot of things happened in sports recently.
Super Bowl 2020. I was wrong.
I was right. Suck it, big time, Nate.
It's fine. It's whatever. I think. Okay. Do you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan?
No, you put the blame on Jimmy Garoppolo in the fourth quarter. Because
I was
Patrick
smoked
Mahomes
out,
pulled out.
so-
I know you were. Patrick Mahomes pulled his dick out and put it all over the 49ers defense's face. And then when the 49ers ever had a chance, Jimmy G threw an interception with his eyes closed while he was getting sacked. You should look up the stats for Jimmy G in the fourth quarter. He was 1 for like 10, 1 interception, and 1 sack on fourth down.
Patrick Mahomes was definitely not playing like Patrick Mahomes the home game though,
But
which is kind of surprising to me because at one point he was like 12 for 31 or some shit or some crazy shit like that. That's not exactly what it was, but it was like it was low for like 30 something. And then he started to turn it on and pick it up like literally fourth quarter. My question is though, is like if you're the 49ers, how come you don't fucking run the ball to finish it? Like they would come out on first down, run the ball, and then they would throw the ball second and third down most drives. Like, why not give it to Raheem Mostert for more downs and try to extend the plays when you're fucking averaging like 8 yards a carry?
Well, look at these. So Jimmy G with no pressure, 86% completion pass, 199 yards,
But
1 TD, and a 119 passer rating.
for the whole fucking game, that's not even that good.
But look at this. Jimmy G, while under pressure, 11%, 20 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 sack, 0 passer rating.
And they kept giving it to him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck do you... I knew Jimmy Garoppolo was not going to be able to fucking hang, to be honest.
I said that. I said he's not... I said in the last podcast it was going to be a quarterback duel. And the better quarterback came out on top.
I don't even think that the Chiefs had a very good answer to the run game. Like, they could have very easily kept running the ball, no?
Definitely.
Like, I don't get
For
that.
sure.
I honestly don't get that. It didn't have to be a duel of the quarterbacks, but they made it that way. So that's why I almost want to blame Kyle Shanahan. But at the end of the day, it was more entertaining when it came down to it. So
Definitely when you have a 10-point lead in the third quarter and you blow it in the fourth.
and you know that that was the second biggest comeback in Super Bowl history, and he was also a part of the first, which is the Patriots against the Falcons, and he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, and he lost in that one too. So he's been a part of the offensive scheme and the head coach of one team for the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history and the second biggest comeback in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, he basically said in an interview that he scratched Jimmy G's back because it wasn't really his fault. He tried, you know?
Yeah.
But, okay, so look at the final stats.
Ain't no Tom Brady.
Patrick Mahomes didn't have a great game. 26 for 42, 286 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 9 carries, 29 yards, 1 TD.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He didn't even have like a Patrick Mahomes game. So that's...
I think he just pulled out in the clutch, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely pulled out in the clutch.
I think, honestly, Patrick Mahomes, like, he was not making throws that he should have been making, and I think the nerves got to him a little bit finally.
Definitely.
Like, he got a taste of the big scale. I'm glad that Andy Reid finally got a ring, though. He had so many good teams in the past, and he's never been to a Super Bowl, so...
Yeah, it's cool to see him finally get that ring on his finger and hold that Lombard trophy.
next thing we can talk about, because it's still about the Super Bowl, is Jay-Z actually sits for the Super Bowl national anthem.
You want to hear what happened?
What?
Jay-Z sat because he's a part of the audio and everything that's going on. He was having a conversation with Beyonce, like, does the sound look good? How does she look? Where's the camera angles? He was saying he didn't do it in a protest. He sat there because he was so involved mentally with just watching what was going on. He didn't do it in a protest type of way whatsoever. He came out saying like they were talking about how Demi Lovato looked pretty and shit like that. It wasn't a protest.
Not to mention, like, I'd be sitting down too for the national anthem sometimes, like,
Just not even disrespect. We just kind of forget.
And, like,
Smoked out, bub. You know?
like, I don't know. It's kind of fucked up, but sometimes
I stand up, but
depending on where I'm at, like, if it's a baseball game, I'd probably stand up, but like, football game, I might not stand up.
yeah, but you've only been to high school football games, so there's not like a point to.
Never stand it up. And I don't know. It just doesn't feel disrespectful to me. I mean, maybe it is a little bit, but like, well, at the end of the day, like, I think it was not even the national anthem. I think it was Star Spangled Banner.
It was both. They sat through both.
National anthem. Yeah, it is national
But
anthem.
just with Jay-Z's involvement with the NFL, this was just him being involved.
Wait,
it wasn't
isn't Star Spangled Banner the national anthem?
No, you don't,
Those aren't two.
bruh.
Well, I'm getting them mixed up right now. Let me look
The
this up.
stars.
I think you're laughing for no reason.
The Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're fucking wrong. Star Spangled Banner is the national anthem of the United States. Fuck you. It is the same thing.
Oh.
Wrong.
Not right, but not wrong. It's a good.
No, you're definitely wrong. Don't try to duck. Don't try to duck out of this one.
It works every time, bro. You know.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah.
That's not good odds.
But Jay-Z not protesting.
I don't really give a shit. I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Bro,
Everyone makes everything a big deal nowadays.
Yeah. But bro, did you see this next one?
No, I did not. You're going to talk about this.
This one's funny as fuck. So as everyone knows, obviously the halftime show.
Are we getting fucking raided? Hold on.
Gang.
Is World War III happening outside?
No, we're just.
That was like a
just
big
getting
ass helicopter.
Chopper fly over from Camp Roberts.
Jesus Christ.
But so basically, there's an Ohio pastor who wants to sue the NFL for the Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, personally, I feel like it was a good halftime show. But he felt like, what was his words? It was a porno, basically, in his words, what he thought. He saw people on stripper poles and all these things, booties hanging out and all that.
How do you sue somebody if you can just fucking turn it off?
He wants a warning. My greatest complaint isn't the halftime show itself. It's the fact that NFL gave no warning. Here we are watching a football game. Next thing you know, a porn show breaks out. Said the pastor.
A porn show?
Yeah, bro.
That's a little bit far.
Look, this is his next comment. However, it's not about me. It's about the innocence of the children. Maybe there wasn't a parent around to change the channel.
This guy is like, he's really reaching for this shit.
He is, definitely. But Shakira and...
He has like an internet show. There's a video of him like on an internet show and he's fucking like talking shit about it. I want to see what the halftime show looked like.
You're too smoked out to remember, bud.
No, I was cooking food at this point. I was making burgers. I wasn't smoked out. Fuck you.
But there's actually there's a stir up of why, there's a lot of questioning of why they held out the Puerto Rican flag. Puerto Rico is part of the United States, everyone. You know, it's just a little homie.
And not to mention they're Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
like they can bring out their fucking Puerto Rican flag if they want to. Like, why does everyone have to be so American all the time?
Yeah, everyone's thinking it was a protest against Donald Trump because kids obviously who go through immigration get set up in cells of like these little things, and when they panned out to show the field, there's actually these little spheres of balls with kids in them, and people are conspiracizing. Is that the word?
No, that's not how you say
That's
that.
how you say it, dude.
No.
There's a conspiracy basically saying that they think they were protesting Donald Trump too, as a double whammy. But I don't know. That's really far-stretched.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like J-Lo or Shakira would ever do that. They never come out publicly to probably say anything. Personally, I've never seen them publicly say anything negative towards him.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I don't
they
know,
probably do.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, but
They can have a Puerto Rican flag if they want to. Like, nobody would be fucking. God damn it, dude! What the fuck? Nobody would be mad if they had an Arizona flag out there, or like a California flag, just because you had a fucking Puerto Rico flag. Like,
you know, they're in Florida too. It's like right down there. That's not a big deal to me.
it's kind of.
But Shakira and J-Lo killed it.
Let's move on to shit that actually matters to me and shit that's actually dope as fuck. Lamar Jackson, named NFL's MVP, joins Tom Brady as only unanimous selection for the MVP, which means everybody fucking voted for him, which is well deserved.
Definitely made great numbers this year. Good numbers for a running back, you know?
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool to see him. Unfortunately, he didn't make it all the way like he wanted it to and how most people thought it was going to end. But, you know, he had a great season, all shit aside.
John Harbaugh won Coach of the Year, too.
John Harbaugh won Coach of the Year. Rookie of the Year was Kyle Murray. The Defensive Player of the Year
Kyler
was...
Murray, you mean?
That's what I said.
You said Kyle, I thought. Never mind.
I thought I said Kyler. Defensive Player of the Year was Nick Bosa.
That's well deserved, too.
Comeback Player of the Year? Who do you think it is?
Comeback Player of the Year. Hold on.
You didn't see these, did you? But
No, I
guess.
saw some of these. I didn't see
Ryan
like
Tannehill.
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
was
That's
kinda
well
funny.
deserved. He led them to the fucking second round. Second round of the playoffs. So that's well
Definitely.
deserved.
And then there's one more. I forget. It was
I think I got the whole list right here. Let me look.
yeah. I forget the last. There's one or two more that I'm forgetting.
Assistant Coach of the Year was Greg Roman, which is the assistant coach for the Ravens.
Makes sense.
Rookie of the Year, or Pepsi Rookie of the Year. That doesn't really matter.
It's all the same. It's just the title they put before it.
Defensive Player of the Year is Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, defensive player. Yeah, which is well deserved. I think so. He did a lot for the Patriots defense this year.
Offensive Player of the Year, Michael Thomas.
Yeah, big boy, making plays. Not bad.
Sportsmanship Award goes to fucking Adrian Peterson.
I don't know why you got that, but okay.
There's so many fucking like
Random little awards after that. They just
Yeah,
did like the
nothing
6
cares.
or 7 that were
Fantasy Player of the Year presented by DraftKings. Who do you think it is?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, 100%.
My guy. That was my guy. Number 1, bro.
That's pretty fire, honestly. Oh yeah, MVP's all the way at the bottom. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's because they did it as a kicker. The last one.
Dope. But yeah, that is the list of honors. I think that's pretty much all we have. Oh, and Vernon Davis and Eric Weddle retired too.
Yeah. Eric Weddle kind of did it with the health things, and Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis did it for the same reasons.
Vernon Davis has been in the league for a while. Eric
2006.
Weddle, when he got drafted.
Yeah, by the San Francisco 49ers. Eric Weddle,
13
I'm not sure.
years, 12 seasons. Tight end only missed 8 games over the next 12 seasons. Yeah, so 8 games. Or what the fuck? 12 seasons, 12 years. And Eric Weddle had... What the fuck is on here?
He had 13 seasons too.
He did?
I think so.
13 seasons, yeah. 12 and 13, yeah. So,
Not bad. Good
you
careers.
get both those positions, you get the shit beat out of you too. Tight end and safety. Like, you're just literally running full speed into people. running
Definitely.
full speed into both of those positions.
I think here's back on to the head trauma. It's just another good safety thing. You know, you want to live the rest of your life. You got the money.
Oh no, 100%. And CTE is a very real thing.
CTE is definitely real.
So like, I don't know. I think some players start to feel that way after a while, and you make so much money that's put away. Like after a certain amount of time, like how much you have so much money versus how much do you love the game and how much is it worth it? Like, I don't know. I think at that point you reach to a point where it's kind of a pinnacle for you, and I feel like you just got to go when you got to go.
Definitely, but they're still gonna be doing shit on the side. I guarantee it.
Oh,
Everyone
no.
kind of does endorsement wise and
They'll definitely be
coach
around.
or something. Like I don't know, it always happens.
Probably analysts too. A lot of the times guys make it as analysts.
Yeah. So you posted this one. Matt Rule really wants to keep Cam Newton, huh?
Yeah, you sent me a thing on Instagram saying we're trying to win a Super Bowl with Cam or whatever.
Yeah. I see.
Cam's washed up.
I don't think so, bro. I think he's just injury prone. I think he really is. I think he's a good quarterback.
I don't know. Injury prone sounds bad to me, especially since he misses the whole fucking season this season.
I'm calling he makes playoffs next year if he starts. Calling it.
With McCaffrey.
Oh yeah.
DJ Moore, I think, too, is the wide receiver now.
Mm-hmm. I definitely think it's a good possibility. They got a decent team. We'll see who they pick up in the draft. There's a lot of good draft members this year.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think they could be a solid team, too, to be honest.
They're definitely not in last place.
Definitely not in last. I think Christian McCaffrey alone makes them not be in last, to be honest. I think he has that much power.
Definitely does. Definitely does.
So
we're going back. Let's go back to this whole Astros steal and sign thing. So basically, Hank Aaron spoke out and thinks that all of the people who stole the sign should be out of baseball forever.
And who is he talking about? Like, how do you kick everybody out? Like the whole team and coaches and
Yes, he thinks like no love, just do the Pete Rose thing and just deny them of everything.
What happened to Pete Rose?
Pete Rose got basically kicked off, banned, whatever, and he can't be a Hall of Famer for gambling on his own team. He put a bet on his own team to win the World Series, I think. He bet on his own team. Like, he wasn't betting against any other team or anything. He just put a bet.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Considering that I don't know, that's kind of swag. Didn't Michael Jordan do that?
I don't know about that. I don't know if that happened, but I don't disagree with Hank. I think that they should take out and or take away. It's hard for them to. I'm going to put that out there, but maybe give them like a little asterisk saying like the cheating scandal happened. Because I said before, they played all the games. They had to play defense too. It's not just all a hitting game, but they blatantly cheated. Cheated. And I feel like everyone who's represented cheating in the past has been.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, banging trash cans like.
That shit's fucked up. Honestly.
It is, and especially I am not a Dodger hater, but I agree with the Dodgers fans. It's fucked up. They went to Game 7, and there's videos of them having the signals being called, and I think it's just for everyone who played that year against the Astros, including the Angels. I just think that it's just stupid. I don't think they should be given the courtesy of winning the World Series, in my opinion. I think there should be some type of something they need to do. Everyone's suspended for a year, 2 years, something. Like I don't think this should go unnoticed because it's almost like all the players got a slap on the wrist and they're still playing.
Who do you think's all involved when it comes down to
the whole team?
Like everybody has to be like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and yeah, we're gonna say all these things to do this to get you to know this.
Yeah, you know the only reason why that came out is because someone was texting about it and someone ended up telling.
Really?
Yeah, like that was kind of like it just broke down. Someone kind of let loose their lips a little too much.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I didn't post it on here, but the manager AJ Hinch came out and said there's no fair way of dealing with this, and that he was sorry. So I don't know, dude. I kind of agree with Hank. I think there's got to be some repercussion for their actions.
Yeah, I feel that. Let's keep it on baseball. You know more about this than I do for the next.
So I'm gonna hop on the one everyone's talking about, the Mookie Betts trade. As you guys know, Mookie Betts is a MVP basically, through and through. There's a 3-way trade going with the Twins, the Red Sox, and the Dodgers. Basically, Dodgers are gonna get David Price and Mookie Betts, and the Red Sox are gonna get Gratterall. I don't know his first name.
Bruce Dar.
And
Gratterall and Alex Verdugo.
And then the Twins are going to get a starting pitcher by the name of Kenton Sedwaya?
No, it's Kenta Maeda. Or Mata. Kenta Mata. It's like Maeda.
But today there's news that it is possibly not going to go through because of the physical with Gratterall. Something popped up that they didn't like, and that he's considered also a starting pitcher or a reliever pitcher, not a starting pitcher anymore. So they're trying to balance out the money situation. But to spin off of that, and my team, the Angels for life, die hard. We picked up Joc Pederson and Ross Stripling. For those who don't know, Joc Pederson is a little bit of an animal in the outfield. He's got a lot of fire under his ass. I like him as a player and a person, kind of. I don't know really his off-field. And then we're adding depth to our rotation, which is super cool because he doubles as a starting pitcher and a reliever. So we basically got them for a steal. We traded like 2 prospects and Luis Rengifo. Basically, so the Dodgers could get rid of cap space to get Mookie Betts and David Price.
That's tight.
Yeah, but I'm pumped on it. I think it's going to be a good season for the Angels. We got a lot of big hitters on here. A lot of home runs coming, I feel like.
We've been kind of ass for 5 years, so.
Yeah, I hope they build a team. But unfortunately, I was having this conversation with my buddies. We have a very, very, very bad luck with getting decent players and them having their shittiest years with us. So, cross my fingers, knock on wood, that this is going to work out for us. I hope to see us World Series contenders at least making the playoffs. Give your Mike Trout something under his belt other than all these accomplishments besides anything in the playoffs.
No, yeah, I feel that 1,000%. What is next? I think that's everything we have for sports.
Definitely.
Let's just move on straight into music, and that's pretty much all we got. I listened to this just before we got in. DJ listened to this more than I have, but it's the new Lil Wayne album, Funeral. There's some heat on there, honestly. Like,
it's pretty good. I got like 3 or 4 songs I liked.
I'm not a Lil Wayne guy, to be honest. I've never really been into Lil Wayne, but there's a few songs on there that I was really into, and then there was a few feature songs that I expected to be good that were garbage too. So.
Yeah, Lil Wayne was definitely our generation, but I think I just more so liked his hits and not him as a rapper. I do appreciate him and all the creativity he's had and the aspects he's produced and whatnot, but this album's pretty good. It's got
arguably the GOAT.
Do you think it's his last album by naming it The Funeral?
It's quite possible, and I hate when rappers do shit like that and talk about death and shit because I feel like they speak into existence. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes that shit just happens when people talk about it, and that's kind of fucked.
It is.
Especially with how his health is and stuff, too. Like, his health has been all fucked up and down, so, like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
He hasn't been doing well with the seizures on the airplane and stuff like that, but...
It's because of all the opiates. Too much lean, too much fucking perks. And he had, like, a perk chain on, too, in one of the pictures of, like, from paparazzi or some shit.
Yeah, but I do think this might be his last official album.
Maybe. We'll see. Moving on to more new music. Kid Leroy with the new video with Lil Tecca. I fuck with it.
I do too. That little bitch a diva.
We would fucking leave it. DJ's just going to sing it for us because we can't play it because we get our shit demonetized on YouTube, which is fucked.
But it's fired. Cole Bennett got back on the visuals with it again.
He always kills the video visuals, honestly.
And I feel like he's got a lot of clout surrounding his name too, so therefore it's bringing a lot of attention. And
he has like a music label, media, like he has like a whole package when you do a video with him. Like you get all the views, you get the subscribers, you get the video. Like when you pay for that shit, I bet you it's a grip. And I bet you he doesn't let you take his video anywhere else too. I bet you he wants it to be a Lyrical Lemonade on there.
Yeah, like you.
That's
only,
where your
only
video
there.
is.
You
Yeah.
don't get to post on your site or nothing.
Yeah.
But why need to? I mean, I think in the first 3 days it had like 2 million views. Like
it helps him for sure. Like I didn't know who Kid Leroy was before.
The first one, Let Her Go.
Yeah. So and that was because I was subscribed to Lyrical Lemonade.
Happened to see it pop up, played it, banger.
Yeah.
I like this kid. He's on the come up.
He's fire and he's Australian too.
Australian. He's got a hard accent, but when he sings, he sounds like Justin Bieber and Little Mosey mixed.
Yeah, I think he sounds like the yeah.
Definitely Justin Bieber. If you
Yeah.
listen hard enough, he sounds like Justin Bieber, and then he has that Little Mosey like.
But he raps too, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
He
He's got,
doesn't.
like,
He sings a little bit. He's a little melodic, but
yeah, he's pretty melodic. I wouldn't say a little bit. He sings mostly.
yeah. But he's a good. I like him. He's a good artist.
This next one I didn't really give a shit about, to be honest. I wanted to put it in here because I want to talk about it. Lil Nas X and has a song Rodeo with Lil Nas. I thought it was corny, to be honest.
Lil Nas is.
I
corny.
thought Lil Nas's new song was kind of just like a flop compared to Old Town Road. The Rodeo song was just a flop to begin with, and then I think like Nas is trying to hop on Lil Nas X's dick for having the biggest song ever, and then like I don't know, and not to mention like it was like a weird song. Like I don't want to hear Nas on that shit. That beat was like not even close to what I thought what Nas beat would be.
Yeah, he's just a clout. He's all clout.
Yeah, I feel that. Let's skip over the fucking. The Jeezy and Meg. I don't even want to fucking talk about that.
They were just making out and shit, but then Meg denies it. So boom. That was the gist.
I feel like Jeezy's a prop in that whole situation.
Yeah, but it's funny. The memes they made was like this little skinny white boy, and then just this a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it was fucking
Bigger
weird,
girl.
and it just the whole video seemed weird. It seemed like he was like fucking like begging for, like he was like tricking almost like on her. It was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like that shit. We'll go into this is what I want to talk about before we dip.
But before we get onto that, he did post it on his stuff.
Yeah, which is weird.
It wasn't on hers.
That's
He
why.
posted
That's
it.
weird. That's why I'm saying it's weird. And he looked extra like he was putting a little too much sauce on it and shit. Like
He said, it made it seem a little more than actually what it was.
yeah. So
He was trying way too hard.
yeah, I don't know. He probably didn't hit. Honestly, it was probably all that, and he probably didn't hit it all. Let's keep it a buck. A beam.
It's probably facts. Not gonna lie.
Well, let's talk about the Grammys before my laptop dies. To be honest, Billie Eilish had one of the biggest, or not the biggest, was like one of the first artists to sweep the 4 major categories, which is like Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Artist of the Year, and what's the 4th one? Album of the Year and Song of the Year. So, how do you feel about Billie Eilish?
Cameron likes her a lot. I think
It's a female thing for sure.
It's a female thing, and it's just a pop genre thing. I think she's just catchy, and you can play her songs in a store and be cool with it.
I'm not into it, but
She's only like 17, 18. Like she's really young.
Yeah, I think a lot of people hate on her too much. I feel like that the whole Grammys in general is fucking like a whole label thing. So like people get upset more about that, about like her not deserving it and all this shit. But
she's self-made, bro. I don't know. She all
definitely,
of her earlier songs were all handwritten and produced by, or like I don't know about produced, but all handwritten by her.
I think that Bad Guy song
I'm a bad guy.
is could have won.
Duh.
Could have won Song of the Year, but I don't even know. Like, and even a lot of the nominees for like Artist of the Year and shit, like, don't make any fucking sense to me. And like Best New Artist, or it's Best New Artist, not Artist of the Year. Yeah, it's just Best New Artist.
I'm surprised Lil Nas didn't get it, but like I feel like Billie Eilish was a little consistent compared to her.
There's a lot of people on here, or a lot of things that should
Like
be.
I know who, like that Lizzo girl's the weird,
Computer's dead, so it's all you.
Lizzo's the weird one.
Yeah, that's fucking weird to me.
Pop. So, she didn't win that one. She won best pop solo performance was
Not to mention
Lizzo.
the people who are on the Grammy boards are voting for like everything that has to do with every Grammy category. Like even because they have like country people who are voting for all the other categories too, and vice versa. Like they'll have rap people on the Grammy board who are voting for country things, and I think that's fucked. Like they don't know shit about shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I'm just not a huge Grammy guy. Honestly, I don't like.
Nipsey got a Grammy.
Yeah, I saw that. Here, let me scroll.
That
down.
was the Roddy Ricch song for Racks in the Middle.
Oh, okay. Racks in the Middle winner. Yeah, he was up against Middle Child, Suge.
Suge, you mean?
Suge
By DaBaby.
Yeah. Down Bad and Clout.
What are the last two?
Down Bad's by Dreamville featuring JID, and the one with J. Cole, Earth Gang, and Young Nudie. And then Clout was Offset featuring Cardi B.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I think Suge probably should have won that.
And Nipsey won 2 actually. He got the one with DJ Khaled for the best rap song performance and higher.
Yeah, I think rest in peace Nip, and no disrespect, but I think Suge should have got that. To be honest, let's think about it. Like Suge had the biggest performance last year. Like that shit is crazy. You turn that on anywhere you go that has young people, and that shit's crazy.
Definitely.
I don't know, but Racks in the Middle is pretty popular too, just because he died. But I feel like Suge is electric, bro. You turn that song on and that shit just fills a room. Packing the mail's gone.
But like best rap song, they didn't win Racks in the Middle for best rap song. It was actually A Lot by J. Cole and 21 Savage, which is cool.
That's best rap song?
Best rap song. It was against Bad Idea, Gold Roses, A Lot, Racks in the Middle, and the Suge.
Suge, like Suge Knight. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I just know. I just see Suge. I'm thinking
Suge.
Suge.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh my God.
I'm kind of pumped about this one. I'm glad Tyler won a Grammy for best rap album. Igor.
That wasn't even a rap album though, and he said that he got up on the stage and was like, I appreciate the Grammy and everything, but this is not a rap album. And he said basically, you guys put me in the rap category because I'm black. It's straight up what he said on the podium live at the Grammys. It's pretty gnarly actually, and I applaud him for it, and I think that's exactly what happened because that wasn't a rap album.
Very poppy.
Yeah.
R&B.
Yeah.
But he was up against The Lost Boy, YB and Cordae.
Great album.
I Was.
That
21.
nomination's crazy for YBN, just period.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
How do you think fucking all the YBN homies feel about a fucking Grammy nomination off of YBN Cordae's first album? And they're all sitting here wham with like no new music recently.
YBN's the best one in the group.
You can't say that because there's 4 of them. You mean Cordae?
Yeah, I said I didn't. Sorry, YB and Cordae is the best in the group. But that's what I meant. I think he's the most lyrical. And I think
by far.
He's just a good artist.
Yeah, he's fire.
YBN, the one that popped off originally.
Almighty J or Namir?
Namir. He just popped off from this song and had a couple slappers. YBN Almighty J had the beef and 1 or 2
got
good
his
songs.
ass beat.
Yeah, got his ass beat.
Got his
And
chain snatched
I don't know
twice.
who this third. I don't even know who the 4th homie is.
There's a 4th homie?
You said there was 4.
There might be a 4th homie. There's
See, that's what but YB and Cordae is the most well known, and I feel like he's just the more vibey.
Yeah, and deserves a Grammy nomination too. That's dope.
Definitely. Dreamville was on there. Revenge of the Dreamers. Championships by Meek Mill, and then I Was by 21 Savage.
Championships is a good album. Who won the album again?
Tyler.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't even know if Tyler's was pop though.
I'm in the country. Gospel.
Yeah, it's weird how it's broken down. I think that's about all we have though, bro.
I think so too.
If you haven't subscribed and you're watching and you watched all the way to the fucking end, I love you. Please subscribe.
Definitely.
Because I have no idea why you watched this hour-long fucking podcast and you're not subscribed if you liked it. So please subscribe.
And stay tuned for next week. I think we're branching out a little bit and we're pretty excited to have this next homie on.
It'll be tight. It will be tight, and I want to keep it under wraps before this comes out just because I want to I don't know. I just want to do that. I know it's verified. It's locked in. We're doing it for sure. But I just don't want to give you the sauce.
If you want the sauce, check out at Nate Sunday Sesh on Instagram.
On Monday, go follow us. And fucking follow us on Apple Podcasts too, because we've been popping off there with some plays, and you get more plays than the podcast on YouTube sometimes too. So
yeah, I mean, and why not? You're on Insta.
Vice versa, crossover, get us everywhere. Get him, DJ Rally, Nate Nasty, Nate Sunday Sesh.
Just show us some love. Just show us that you're out here rocking with us. We really appreciate all the love you guys have been giving us. So it's been cool. It's been rad.
It has been dope. I really appreciate it. This has been Nate Sunday Sesh. It's your boy Nate.
It's your boy Deej.
And we out.